The Promise Box, an answer to anxiety. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4, 6, and 7 ESV. There are two main kinds of anxiety. There is the conscious type, where you fret over whether there's enough money to pay the bills this month or whether you'll be in the coming round of layoffs. You can't seem to stop thinking about it, and you are constantly aware that you are worrying. Then there is the unconscious kind. Usually, this is a habit ingrained since childhood to worry about every detail of your life. Did the driver behind you pass you because he was annoyed you were going so slow? Did that person at the grocery store give you a weird look just now because he thinks your shirt is too small? Your spouse is unusually quiet today. Are they upset at you? Rather than worrying about one thing constantly, you constantly worry about everything. You may not even recognize you were doing it until someone points it out to you. In either case, your mind can feel hijacked. You wrestle control of your mind away from worry, only to find your thoughts returning to it moments later. It's like having an annoying jingle stuck in your head, but this one is determined to make you anxious. How do you regain control? Telling yourself to stop worrying, or better yet, having someone else tell you to stop worrying, is about as useful as telling you not to think about a white elephant. What we need to do instead is to replace the tracks our train of thought is running down with new ones. That's what Philippians 4, 6 through 7 guides us in doing. Do not be anxious about anything. Anything. That's a tall order for us finite human beings. In fact, like all God's commands, it's impossible to perfectly keep. But God offers us His grace in these verses in order to give what He commands. In everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Have you ever tried to bring every request to God? Have you ever tried to thank Him for everything you have in life? He tells us what the result will be. The peace of God, which passes all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. A shield of protection will spread from your grateful prayers to cover your heart and mind, to cover it with peace in Christ Jesus. And what do you really crave? What does your restless heart seek? Peace. Peace amid the turmoil of your situation and circumstances. Just peace. Just Jesus. This peace will guard your heart and mind. This peace, which passes all understanding. Peace. That's a promise. What are the things you find yourself anxious about most often? Write them down and bring them to God in prayer. What things in your life have you never thought to give thanks for? What difference would it make in your life to have peace guarding your heart and mind?